everybody, my name is Ninjabwa, the King of Bwas. Today, we're going to be doing another story today, and you guys have really been supporting this series of the storytelling, and I thank you guys so much for that. If you do want me to continue these stories, please let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button, and please subscribe if you're new, and basically, I'm going to have a little challenge for this video. I've been telling these stories for quite a while now, and most of these stories are true, but there's one story that's false. Which one is it? Who knows? If you guys can choose the correct story that is false down in the comments down below, then the next video I will post, you might get a shout out. If you have a channel, or if you just want your name on the channel, then I'll put it up here or up here. Don't matter. Anyway, enough of that. Let's start with the story. So anyway, guys, this is what happened. My Uncle Keith, that's my uncle. Duh, idiot. What? He's my uncle. Yeah, you literally just said uncle. Anyway. Freaking idiot. So guys, we went, during vacation, we would go to this kind of lake. Now, we don't hardly do this anymore, but we used to go on this lake. And my uncle used to bring us over to this lake. And we would go rafting. Now, the objective of this rafting was he was supposed to knock us off the raft. He would spin around in circles and make the waves go nuts and make it really hard for you to hang on, and that's what made it fun. Now, we had some guests come over one time, and we decided to, let them join because we're friendly people. Our household's very friendly. If you're not friendly to us, we'll cut you. No, I'm just kidding. But really, to be honest with you, we wanted them to come, and the guy I'm partnering up with at this point just doesn't think that it's going to be possible for him to get knocked off. He thinks he can hang on the best. He thinks he's the best thing since sliced cheese, which is impossible. Cheese is amazing. You cannot beat cheese. He's thinking, it's no big deal, and after a while, things are really smooth. I'm wondering, why is everything going so easy? Why are you going easy on us, So I said, hey, boost it up a little bit. Let's get this going. It went from 0 to 100. And this is my tactic. I was sitting here like this, had my feet tucked in, and I was holding on to the little bars right here. And so my objective was to keep my body so tight in here that would make it nearly impossible for them to knock me off. Now my partner that was sitting next to me did half of what I was doing. He would hold on to the bars, but he wouldn't have his feet planted well enough. We're going left, we're going right, we're going up, we're going down, and I mean, it's just nuts. And then he hits us with the 3-wave combo. And I'm hanging on here for dear life, right? And all of a sudden, here comes the first wave, here comes the second wave, and then the third wave hits. And I see his feet fling up, and he falls backwards and flings upside down. All I see was his feet fly past my face, and then a butt. Just a big butt just fly past my face. And then he's gone. And I mean, the water just weighs him out. I mean, he is gone. And I'm like, ha! Serves you right. That's what you get. Thinking we can't get you out. We got him out. Now, not only do we get him out, but he was mad afterwards. He was mad because we were able to knock him off. So he didn't ride again after that. But I kept going. So basically, after that happened, about 2 or 3 or maybe 4 or 5, I can't remember the dates. Don't judge me. I don't have that good a memory, okay? I'm surprised I can remember this story. So what happened is he basically upgraded from a 2-person float to a 4-person float. And so I'm hanging out with my best friend, my brother's here, and my stepdad's here. So here's the thing. We decided that all 4 would get in this float, and our uncle was going to knock us off. Just like it was before, except this time it was more crazy because this is a 4-person float, and if one person falls off, everyone's dead. So well, not actually dead, but when you hit the water, you felt like you were dead because you were going at speeds that were very painful. You felt like your face got punched by the ocean. It didn't feel good. So this is how the layout of the raft was. 1 seat right here, 1 seat right here, and then there's 1 seat in the middle, and then there's 1 in the back. But it wasn't like a seat where you can sit down on your butt. You had to sit on your knees like this and hold just two little levers like this. So you had to hold on like this the entire time. So basically, I was sitting right here. My best friend at the time was sitting over here, and my brother sitting in the middle. Now my brother is bigger than me. He's heavier than me. And so he was the guy that was holding the whole entire thing down. He was the weight to balance us. I'm the left gunner. My friend's the right gunner. Now my stepdad, he had the most important job of all. He was our propeller, that little thing in the back of a ship. That thing that makes it turn left and right. So while he's holding onto the levers, holding onto his knees, he's leaning this way and leaning this way, constantly turning us left and right, making sure that we're on course for victory. But then something happened. Something terrible happened. He fell off. And everything went downhill from there. What happened was, once he fell off, then my best friend fell off. And then after he fell off, I fell off. I mean, everything was just going crazy because once that one guy fell off, everyone was off balance. And those waves were hitting us constantly, knocking us over, swaying us every which way. And so we eventually fell over. Until finally, it was only my brother left. And so with all the weight that he has, and there's no one else to balance the weight out, now I'm still underwater, trying to swim back up. I finally get my head above water, and all I see is the raft do this. Dang it. I should use this as an example. So here's the raft. Right here, right? He's laying right here, but the raft just goes like this. So he just goes flying off. Like flying. If I didn't know any better, by the time I rose up from the water, he's literally blocking the sun with his body while he's flying like a majestic angel. And I am thinking, oh crap, what has happened? So, as he's flying, something crazy happens. Gravity kicks in, and he starts scooting against the water on his face. I mean, he is skipping across the water like a rock. Like how you throw a rock and it starts skipping across the water. He's doing that with his face. We all thought he was dead. We honestly thought he was dead. Because he skipped 3 times on his face, went in the water, and everyone's jaw just dropped. And then everything went silent. And we were like, he's dead. He has to be dead. There's no way he could survive something like that. And then his head pops up, and we're like, oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. His face was red. I mean red. It was like that. It's like when you go and jump into a pool and do a belly flop. And then when you come up from the belly flop, you have nothing but a red stomach and a red chest. It was the same with his face because he was skipping water on his face. I mean, it was incredible. If I was standing on his back, I would have been surfing with him as my board. He was literally that straight and was able to, I mean, it was incredible. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. But we thought he was dead because if you ever seen that, I mean, it's just one of those things where I wish I had my camera. If that happened again, I don't know I don't know if you'd be able to survive that. I think it was by the power of the Lord that he was actually able to make that. Because that looked like, I mean, when you get wiped out, it feels like the waves are punching you in the face. He skipped the water 3 times, so it's probably like 3 belly flops at once. You know how you belly flop and then you're like, okay, that's it? He's like belly flop, belly flop, belly flop on his face, repeatedly. I gotta give it to him. That was incredible. But, yeah, if it wasn't for our stepdad letting go when he did, we would have been fine. But I can give it to him, too. When you're on your knees holding a raft like this, it is almost near impossible to stay on that raft. So I gotta give it to him for staying on that long. But once our propeller went out, our right gunner went out, and then I went out, and then it was just Catapult City for my brother. I mean, Catapult City. And he bought the biggest catapult that was on retail on sale. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that's it. So the moral of the story is, don't go rafting with us or you'll die. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. If you do, let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments down below. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, post in the comments which one you think is the story that is not true. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys found that story funny, because it surely was for me when I watched that happen. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.